everyone, welcome back to my video. I feel like it's been a really long time since I've done like a sit down vlog, so this is really exciting for me. I have a bunch of questions here. I have 32 to be exact, because I turned 32 and I said that I would answer 32 questions on my 32nd birthday. So I got you guys to ask me a bunch of questions. I've got them all written down here. And by the way, I'm going to try and whip through these questions also really fast. If you want any more detail into some of these, just leave a comment below and I'll try and go back and answer it for you. But I'm going to try and quickly get through these so it's not a really long video. Okay, if you weren't in isolation, describe your perfect birthday day. That is so easy. All my friends, they're like moving away and like we're all becoming mums now, and so we don't have time for each other, and I really miss my friends. So the perfect birthday day for me would be hanging out with my girlfriends over like just like at a cafe or over a high tea or something like that, just something where it's just exclusively me and a few of my really good friends and we just hang out because I just really miss them. So that would be a perfect birthday for me, to be honest. Number 2, what were my second choices for my kids' names? Oh gosh, I have to think about that. Okay, so Roman's original first name was going to be Malachi. Mila Rose's original first name was going to be Eden, until we realized it sounded like Eden Orange, because our last name's Orange, so it's like Eaten Orange. We're like, well, can't really have that. That's a bit, tease worthy. And then Micah, Martin was absolutely adamant that this was not even on the table, this name, and I quite liked it. It was different, but now thinking back, I'm like, oh, I'm probably good we didn't call him that. But I really liked the name Rio, so I discussed Rio with Martin, and he was like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I came up with Micah, and he was like, yeah, that's cool. So Malachi, Eden, and Rio were our kids' original kind of first names. Second choices. What has been the best thing about being a YouTuber? Best thing about being a YouTuber, hands down, is having a record of my memories. Watching my kids grow up. It's just, and my kids love watching themselves on YouTube. They really enjoy it. Just being able to pick a year and just seeing what we did at a certain time. That's what I love about the fact that I've done YouTube, is just being able to look back on life, because it just goes by so fast. What has been the worst thing about being a YouTuber? Oh, the worst thing about being a YouTuber. I would like to say trolls. Like a few years ago, maybe trolls would annoy me, but now I'm not fussed by trolls at all, really. Sometimes, like, if I get a troll comment, I'll write like another troll comment back, or I'll be like really sarcastic. Like someone said the other day, I should enter that kid in an ugly kid contest. And my answer back was like, sweet, go for it. As long as you share the first prize with me. It's just like, I'm just like sarcastic back now. Like, I just don't even care about trolls anymore. They used to really hurt my feelings back in the day, but now I'm just like, who cares? Are you afraid Mila Rose will get PCOS? Absolutely, 100%. I'm terrified. I really hope she doesn't get it. But the thing is, I have been through it all. We're going to get through it if she does, and we're going to know when it comes time for her that she wants to have children. We're going to know to get like things sorted ASAP, like we're not going to fluff around if it looks like she's got PCOS, or if she's got any signs of PCOS, then we'll get that treated like as soon as possible. And we kind of know that obviously we've had a lot of success, and a lot of people with PCOS do have success. So yes, I'm absolutely scared that she's going to get PCOS, but I also feel good knowing that we've been through it and we have been successful in having a family. Okay, number 6. If you could live anywhere else in the world, where would it be? Rarotonga. That's my answer. Rarotonga. I love Rarotonga. The beaches are beautiful. It's warm. The people are friendly. It's tiny. Like, this island is tiny. You can go around the whole thing in like less than an hour. I just love it. That's why we keep going back there, because I love Rarotonga. What is your favorite thing about living in New Zealand? Everything's close. I love that everything is close in New Zealand. You want to go from the bottom of the North Island to the top of the North Island, it's not going to take you days and days to get there. You can jump on a plane and you're there in an hour and a half, or if you jump in the car, it'll take you like a long day trip. It's not like everything's close. Like you go that way and there's the ocean, you go that way and there's a desert, you go that way and there's beautiful hills. Like it's just like everything is all here, everything is close. The other thing I like about New Zealand is that we're a fairly friendly bunch, you know, everyone's quite chill, we're quite a relaxed country, everything's quite you know, we're not really uptight, I don't feel. I don't know, I just love living here. New Zealand's a great place. We're just, you know, we're just really chill. if that's a good answer. I need more time to answer these questions. What craft have you always wanted to learn? Potentially knitting or sewing, maybe? I sew a little bit, but yeah, knitting. Like my nana, she's like been knitting for like 100 years. She'll sit there and knit like a whole jersey in an episode of Coronation Street or something, and it just blows my mind. And do you remember back in the day at primary school, did your class ever go through like a phase of doing finger knitting, where you literally had one like bit of like wool on your finger, and you did the one thing, you went around, pulled it off, went around, pulled it off, and you just made a chain. You used to have competitions to see who could do the longest one. Just me, just my school, just me? Or did you guys do that as well? Anyway, I should teach my kids that. Actually, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to teach my kids how to finger knit. But knitting would be awesome, like to just be able to knit cute little like jumpers for babies and stuff would be so cute. What things are you looking for in your next house? Will it be another fixer-upper? Hell to the no. We are done with fixer-uppers. Absolutely done. No more fixing up. We want to move into a brand spanking new house and have all our worries and weekends disappear. That didn't make sense. Worries disappear, more weekends. We spend so many weekends doing stuff to this house. I love this house, don't get me wrong, but like our next house, we're ready to go to the next level where we are just maintaining it. We're not having to fix anything. We're not having to update anything. Like it's just, we just want our weekends back. We're ready to move on to the next level. Okay, so no fixer-uppers. Nope. Why are you, kind of another same kind of question. Why are you selling your house? It's beautiful. One, thank you. I do really like my house, don't get me wrong. That's why I bought it, but there's just, you know, we've spent so much time doing up this house, and we've also added another 2 babies to our family. We just don't have the time to keep fixing things up anymore and updating. So yeah, that's why I'm moving to a new house, but I love this house. I really do, and it's home to me, and I'm going to really miss these beautiful trees in the front of our yard. That's what I really love about this house. It's just that view, plus we've got the view of the beautiful big hill things over there, and yeah, I do love this house, and it will absolutely kill me inside to leave this house, and I will probably cry the day it's time to move, but I just know it's time for us to get to the next stage of life of just hanging out with our kids and not spending every weekend doing stuff to this house. So yeah, just to change the scenery as well, you know, just we've been in here 7 years, and I know that's not that long in the whole scheme of things, but we're just ready to go. Hope that answered that question. That was not a very great answer. What advice would you give to someone about to go through IVF? Oh, that is a tough one, and a tough one I can't answer in 30 seconds. Not a very helpful answer, but keep a diary, because it's amazing to look back on and to see what you've gone through, regardless of if your cycles are successful or not, because all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, it's like, whew, you've got like a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and like your IVF cycles were like 10 years ago, and you're like, whoa, and you read your diaries and you're like, I can't believe I felt like that, and that's crazy, and I can't believe that happened. It's just, time goes really fast. So keep a diary. They're really cool to look back on. Good place to store your notes, to compare cycles, you know, IVF cycle 1 and IVF cycle 3 or whatever. Hopefully you don't need more than one IVF cycle, but it's just great to compare notes and look back on. And I've even given my diaries to friends who are doing IVF for them to read through, so they know that their feelings are valid and that they're not alone, and that other people felt like that too. I feel like that question needed more detail, so that might have to be a separate video or something. What is your typical morning routine like during lockdown? Honestly, we're so boring. Get up late, do some schoolwork, have some lunch, have some iPad TV time, go play, kick my kids outside if it's sunny, come in and eat some more, play on the iPad a bit more, cook some dinner, go to bed, go for a walk in the afternoon if it's fine. We're really not exciting people. We're not doing anything exciting during lockdown. Like, just, yeah, that's literally that. I can't even expand on that because that's quite literally all we're doing. Do you feel like your vlog days are coming to a natural end? If you'd asked me like a year or two ago, I would have said yes. I was just over it. And I was like, my channel's not growing. My content sucks. I don't want to do this anymore. But then I was like, Nicole, what did you do this for in the first place? And I was like, to have something to look back on, to show people how IVF worked. And that's why I did IVF. That's why I did YouTube in the first place. It was not to get famous, not to make a career out of it, not to make lots of money out of it, not to be some stupid person who pranks my husband for people to like my video. Don't get me wrong, the subscribers are nice, the views are nice, the likes are nice, but that's not why I did it. And that's why I have to remind myself that it's not about the subscribers and blah, 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 blah. It's to have something to look back on. And the few people that do still watch my videos, the OGs, thank you for hanging around. And I do it for you and I do it for me, and I don't care that my channel isn't growing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's my personal thing and I love it and it's my baby and I don't care. And I feel like I didn't really answer the question. What was the question again? Oh, do you feel like your vlog days are naturally coming to an end? A couple of years ago, yes. Now, no. I'm going to keep going. This is our 10th year. 10 years on YouTube. Yeah. That's so exciting. So no, I'm going to keep vlogging. Even if it's only one video a month, I'm going to get it out there. What's one thing you wish someone had told you about being a parent? You'll stuff up. No matter how hard you try, your kid will have chicken nuggets before their first birthday. You might accidentally like smash their head when you've got them on your shoulders and you walk through a doorway and didn't realize that they were too tall and they hit themselves. That, you know, you're going to put shoes on, they get blisters because you didn't realize they were size too small. You're going to stuff up, okay? That's what I want to tell new parents is you're going to stuff up. You cannot be perfect. It is absolutely impossible. So don't even tell yourself you're going to be perfect. It's not going to happen. If you were a guy, I love this question. If you were a guy for 24 hours, what would you do? Okay, the logistics of this aren't great, but probably having sex. Yeah, probably that. And what else would I do if I was a guy? Oh, I don't know. I really like being a girl. So I don't know if I'd want to actually really be a guy. No, trying to keep this trying to keep this G rated here. Oh, what would I do if I was a guy? What's something that only guys can do? Obviously pee standing up. That's another question. That's another thing people would always say. So people would say pee standing up. Other people would probably say have sex. I don't know. What do guys do that chicks can't do? Get paid more. That's a really good question and one I've never thought about. So I don't actually know how to answer that one. I'm just trying to think of something that's exclusively for guys that I would want to try other than pee standing up. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could pee standing up anyway, but that's just, you know, not great. I wouldn't really want to do that as a female, but I could. I don't know. I like being a girl. I don't think I'd want to be a guy, to be honest. I really enjoy being a female. So, nothing. I don't want to be a guy for 24 hours. Can that be my answer? Nothing, because I don't want to be a guy? In your opinion, what is the worst part of infertility? Oh, just the unknown. That is the worst part about infertility. Just, you don't know what's going to happen. Even if you start treatment, it's like you're doing some sort of drugs and the waiting, the unknown and the waiting. That is the worst part about infertility, is not knowing, am I going to get pregnant? Waiting for your next period. Waiting to ovulate, waiting to see if you're pregnant. Like, it's just waiting. That's what infertility is about, waiting. And that is the worst part. Hands down the worst part, waiting. Awful. Is there such a thing as a good thing to come from infertility? I'm sure there are. Gosh, I have to think about that. I've had plenty of good things come from infertility, like an awareness and an understanding about my body and how my cycles work and how my bodies work and how my hormones work, and just all the stuff that I learned that I probably would never, if I just got pregnant. You don't look into that stuff. You don't really, you just know your period comes on this day and that's it. You probably don't even know when you ovulate for some people. Like, that's the good thing to come out of infertility, is just a more deeper understanding of my body and how the female reproductive system works. That's what for me personally. What is your biggest achievement in life? This is going to be really corny, but having a family. It's really corny, I know. And if you don't want that answer because it's way too corny for you, I mean, the fact that I've kept 3 little people alive for this long, I felt it's pretty good, because I'm not a particularly maternal person. I'm not super like motherly, which you're probably like, what? But I'm actually not. Ask anyone. I'm not particularly maternal or motherly. Martin tells me I've got a heart of stone. Thanks, Martin. But yeah, keeping 3 people other than myself, 4 people, Martin, keeping other people alive other than myself for this long, I think it's quite an achievement. But if you don't like that answer, then probably starting my own business. That was pretty freaking exciting, and it's going really well, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm running it myself. I'm doing everything myself, absolutely everything myself, so it's pretty exciting. What is your biggest regret in life? Now, this is a regret that I know no matter what, you can't undo this. Well, that's why it's a regret, isn't it, Nicole? Okay. I regret not enjoying my childhood. Well, I enjoyed my childhood. Okay. I regret not being in a mental space to know that I'm going to grow up and get old and have a mortgage and life gets hard when I was a child and when I was a teenager. I know that's a shitty answer, but as an adult now, obviously I wish I had just embraced childhood, and I wish I had embraced being a teenager. That would have been, because you just don't know how good you've got it in those days. Are kidney stones actually worse than labour? 100%. 100%. 3 favourite girl names right now. I really like Indy, Poppy, Willow, those type of names. They're really cute. What's another one? I can't think of any more, but those are some cute names right now. 3 favorite boy names right now. I couldn't even go into that. I suck at boys' names. It was really hard to get Micah's name, to be honest. 3 favorite boys' names. I like Luca, Lincoln. Oh, I can't even get a third. I don't even know a third. Luca, Lincoln. No, I don't have a third one. Don't know. How do you do activities for all 3 kids, especially during this quarantine thing? That was someone slamming the door. How do you do activities for all 3 kids? I say, what do you want to do? And then they do it. See what I mean? I'm not a very good parent. Yeah, how do you do activities for all 3 kids? That's it. I ask them what they want to do. Can you give us a tart cherry update? Amazing. It's going really well. Mike is sleeping. You can come in. Do you want to say hi to you too?
Yeah.
Okay. Kids are going to say hi to you too.
Hi.
Just been for a walk. Tart cherry's going really well. Micah is sleeping through the night. He has woken up a little bit recently because we've run out of tart cherry, but yeah. He's like a normal sleeping 3-year-old now instead of a horrible sleeping 3-year-old. I need to do a proper update on that because it's unbelievably going well, which is crazy. How did you cope with the lack of sleep for 3 years? I didn't. See these bags under my eyes? See the weight that I've gained? See like the crazy person? I didn't cope with the lack of sleep. So up to number 27. You've always said you want a breast reduction. Would you consider fundraising for that? Oh, that's an interesting question. I would, but I don't think I'd get any money. No one would give me money. So I probably wouldn't. I would do it if I knew it would be a success, but I don't think it would be a success. So hence I probably wouldn't fundraise. but I would love to get a breast reduction. 28, favourite party themes I've done for my kids. Ooh, what's been your favourite party theme that you've done for your birthdays, Mila Rose?
Games.
Games, no party theme.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Like mermaid or princess, or what have you done? So you had a sparkle first birthday, you had a mermaid party, you've had a princess party, you've had a, what was their second birthday? Oh, a frozen party.
That's my third, not second.
Okay, I don't know what your second was then. Which one was your favourite?
My princess.
Your princess. My favourite was probably the mermaid one. Favourite party things that I've done for my kids. Mila Rose's mermaid party was pretty cool. Roman's science party was pretty cool. And Micah's Blippi party was pretty cool. You have had OHSS. What is it like? Horrible. Only one word needed quickly as well. What we're waiting for.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. That's what Roman used to say. Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Oh, why are you all wet?
Okay.
Oh, I've got bubbles. Show me the bubbles. Oh. Right, go take your bubbles. Okay, where was I? You've had OHSS. What is it like? Absolutely freaking horrible. The most horrible thing I've ever gone through in my entire life. Not even kidding you. It was so painful. I couldn't breathe. I was on oxygen. I would call them up and like press my buzzer at 2 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the morning saying, please do something, drain it, because everything was so tight. My entire body cavity, my stomach, my lungs, everything was filling up with fluid. I've got photos. I'll have to do an extra video on this because it was awful. I felt like I was a balloon that was about to burst, and it was so painful. And they just would not drain it. They're like, we feel like the best thing is not to drain it because eventually it's going to get to a point where it can't fill up with fluid anymore, and then it will start to, drain through, like, obviously urine. Oh, it was horrible. And I was on morphine for the pain, and I was getting morphine nightmares. I don't know if you've heard about that, but I was having the most horrific nightmares. I started to get it's amazing how quickly your mind alters, and I was having these weird, like, I wonder if I could jump out the window. Maybe I should jump out the window. I'll just jump down on the ground. It was just so weird. I went so mentally, I just went really weird. It was so strange and so painful and just not fun at all. But that's another story. How old were you when you found out you had PCOS? I found out I officially had PCOS when I was 18 after having an ultrasound. But I know that I had it from about the age of 14, 15 because I got my period when I was 12. And then every year it just kind of started to disappear until I was about, I'm going to say 14 or 15. And it just never came back, ever. And I still don't have it today. I don't get my period at all. Never have on my own, really. Yeah, so I'm going to say officially 18, but obviously had it from a lot younger age. Number 31, what are your thoughts on single and gay couples getting IVF? Well, if gay people want to have babies, and that's cool, that's up to them. Single people, I am very passionate about people not missing out on parenthood because they are single or because they are older and the right person didn't come along. Just because you're waiting for the right person to come along, I don't think should be the reason why you should miss out on starting a family. That's my view on it. If you're a gay couple and you want to have a child, if you're a lesbian couple and you want to have a child, if you're a transgender person you want to have a child, if you're single, if you're 40, if you want a family and it's something that's really deep in you, you really want that family, why the hell not? I don't see why anyone should be denied having a family. Go for it. And the very last question, and the question that was, I'm pretty sure I counted 23 questions asking this question in multiple different ways, and that is, are we going to have more children, / are we having baby number 4? When's baby number 4 coming? Do you ever consider having any more children? So all of those wrapped up into one question. Baby number 4, question mark. Short answer, no. Maybe. Yes, no. I don't know. It's a really hard one to answer because the past 3 years have been really tough. I love you, Micah, but it's been really, really tough, and that kind of put me off having a 4th. A couple of years ago, I would have said yes. Then a year ago, I would have said no. A few months ago, I was venomously against it. Recently, I've been like, oh, maybe I could. Probably because Micah's sleeping through the night. Now it's changing things. But it's like new baby, new house. Which one do we want? And I'm going new house. I'd prefer a new house than a new baby. But, okay. Put it this way. It's a 70% no. Not a 100% no, but 70% is pretty high. I think if it's gonna happen, I think it just needs to happen by surprise. I need to have a surprise baby. I just need to have a surprise baby if I'm gonna have one, and that's not likely because I don't cycle. I don't get a period. I'm always having to do drugs to have babies, so I don't think that's gonna happen. So I don't know. It's a watch this space. If you ask all my friends, some of them know that I've said no, some of them think that I'm a maybe. Like, I change my mind so often that eventually I'm just going to get too old to have another baby, and that'll answer it for me. I don't know. Do you think I should have another one? I don't know, you guys. I do. Okay. Heart is saying yes, I do want another baby. Head is saying no, you should not have another baby because you're going to have to get a bigger vehicle, a bigger house. You won't be able to afford the brand new house that you want. You won't be able to afford to take all 4 of your children to McDonald's and the movies. You won't be able to have big birthday parties, and it'll cost more money, and but they're so squishy and cute at the same time. I don't know. That's going to be my answer. I don't know. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching my 32 questions on my 32nd birthday vlog. I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you subscribe, you will not see pranks. You will not see like titles that are like clickbait. We're just short as it is type people. We're nothing fancy. We're nothing exciting. We are real life. So if you want to subscribe knowing that we are real life people. That's how it is. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next